The secret formula to effortless attraction. Unlock the power to make any woman desire you. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, yet women don't seem to notice you the way you wish they would? Maybe you've read all the dating advice out there, tried different pickup lines, dressed well, and even spent hours working on your confidence, only to find that none of it really worked. The truth is, attracting women is not about tricks, gimmicks, or playing games. It's about something far deeper, something the good news. Attraction is easier than you think, but only if you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to shift your mindset, master the true essence of attraction, and naturally draw women toward you. Without chasing, without pretending, and without trying to be someone you're not. This is not about manipulation. This is about becoming the kind of man that women are naturally drawn to. A man who effortlessly commands attention and respect. A man who doesn't need to beg for approval, because he is already the prize. If you stay with me until the end of this, you'll never see attraction the same way again. But first, let me tell you how I discovered this powerful truth. The eye-opening discovery that changed my life forever. Back when I was in university, I was just like any other guy. I tried everything to get women to like me. I followed all the traditional advice. I dressed well, I worked on my body, I tried being funny and charming. I even read every dating book I could find, hoping to uncover some secret formula that would make me irresistible to women. But nothing worked. Every time I tried to impress a girl, I ended up feeling awkward and rejected. I watched as other guys, seemingly without effort, attracted the attention of the most beautiful women. I couldn't understand it. What did they have that I didn't? Then one day, everything changed. A friend handed me a book. At first I thought it was just another generic dating guide, but I was wrong. What I learned inside completely shattered my old beliefs and opened my eyes to something that was in front of me all along. After reading it, I realized I'd been doing everything backward. Women weren't attracted to what I said, how much money I had, or even how I looked. They were attracted to what they felt when they were around me. That realization hit me like a ton of bricks. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about being. And when you master this, women will start chasing you. The ultimate truth about attraction that most men never realize. Here's the #1 rule of attraction. A woman feels what you feel. She mirrors your emotions. If you feel nervous, she'll sense that uneasiness and feel turned off. If you feel unsure of yourself, she'll see you as weak. But if you feel calm, confident, and in control, she will be drawn to you like a magnet. Most men sabotage themselves without even realizing it. They overthink, they hesitate, they seek validation, and that's exactly what kills attraction. Think about it. A woman isn't judging you by your looks, your words, or even how much you earn. What truly matters is the energy you project. That's why some of the most successful men with women aren't necessarily the richest, the most good-looking, or even the funniest. It's because they carry themselves with unshakable confidence and certainty. When you walk into a room, women don't analyze you logically. They feel your presence emotionally. Your body language, your tone, your energy, it all sends subconscious signals that tell her who you really are. The most dangerous mistake that instantly kills attraction. Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a guy who tries way too hard to impress a woman? Maybe he compliments her excessively, agrees with everything she says, or constantly seeks her approval. How does the woman react? She loses interest. Why? Because when a man places a woman on a pedestal, he automatically lowers his own value in her eyes. Women don't want to be worshipped. They want to be intrigued. Imagine this. You meet a beautiful woman at a bar. Here's how 2 different men handle the same situation. Guy #1, approval seeker. Hey, can I buy you a drink? She replies, no, I'm good. And now he's speechless, feeling rejected. Guy #2, the confident man. Hey, what's the best drink here? She says, the XYZ is my favorite. He replies with a smirk. Great, then you can buy me one. What just happened? Instead of begging for her attention, he flipped the script. He turned the interaction into a playful challenge. And guess what? Now she's the one intrigued by him. Most men fail because they seek validation. They want the woman to approve of them. But here's the secret. The moment you stop seeking her approval, she starts seeking yours. How to reverse the dynamic and make her chase you. Women are used to being approached in predictable ways. They get compliments, they get free drinks, and they get men bending over backward to impress them. It happens all the time. So when a guy comes along who isn't trying to win her over, he immediately stands out. This is why the most attractive men don't try to prove anything. They act as if they already know their value. So how do you develop this magnetic confidence? Here's the secret. You must truly believe that you are the prize. And that's not just something you say, it's something you become. Your new mindset. The man who chooses, not the man who settles. Most guys go through life settling for whatever they can get. They approach dating like they're at a restaurant that ran out of their favorite dish, so they just accept whatever's left. That's why so many men end up in relationships they don't actually want. They take whatever comes their way instead of choosing what truly excites them. But here's what the high-value man does differently. He doesn't settle. He selects. He has standards. He knows what he wants. And he doesn't chase. He attracts. Women can sense when a man has options, and paradoxically, the less desperate you are, the more women want to be around you. The key to effortless attraction: stop trying so hard. The greatest paradox of attraction is this: the more you try to impress a woman, the less impressed she will be. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that when you don't care about impressing someone, they naturally gravitate toward you? It's because you're being real, and that authenticity is powerful. So here's your new mindset moving forward. Stop overthinking. Stop seeking approval. Stop acting like she's the prize. Instead, embrace the reality that you are the one who gets to choose. And once you do that, you'll notice something incredible. Women will start chasing you, breaking free from the validation trap. Why seeking approval destroys attraction. Have you ever noticed how some men seem to effortlessly command the attention of women, while others struggle to even get noticed? It all comes down to one critical difference: the way they perceive themselves. Most men unknowingly put themselves in a position of weakness the moment they start interacting with a woman. How? By constantly seeking validation. Validation seeking is the silent killer of attraction. When a man craves a woman's approval, whether by showering her with compliments, trying to impress her, or adjusting his behavior just to make her like him, he subconsciously communicates one thing: I need you to like me so I can feel good about myself. And the moment she senses that, her attraction disappears. Women are instinctively repelled by men who rely on them for self-worth. They don't want to be your emotional crutch. They want to be drawn to your strength. If you want to instantly increase your attractiveness, you must stop seeking validation. Instead, embrace the mindset of a man who is already valuable, regardless of her opinion. But what does that look like in practice? Let's break it down. The subtle shift that instantly makes you more attractive. Picture this. You're at a party, and you spot an incredibly beautiful woman. Most men would immediately think, wow, she's amazing. I hope I don't mess this up. This mindset sets you up for failure because it makes you act insecure, hesitant, and needy. It places her on a pedestal while lowering your own value. Now imagine instead that you think, she seems interesting. Let's see if she's actually as amazing as she looks. Do you see the difference? In the first scenario, you're trying to win her over. In the second, you're letting her prove herself to you. And that is the foundation of true confidence. When you approach a woman from a position of self-assurance rather than insecurity, she will sense it immediately. Instead of feeling like she's being pursued by just another guy, she will feel the need to earn your attention. Women want a man who knows his worth. A man who isn't desperately trying to impress them, but is instead living his life with purpose, ambition, and passion. That's why the most attractive men don't chase, they attract. The power of indifference. Why caring less makes you more desirable. Here's another secret that most men don't realize. The less you care about a woman's approval, the more she will want yours. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's true. Think about the men women become obsessed with. Are they the ones always texting first, always eager to please, and always bending over backward to win her attention? No, they are the ones who don't need her validation. They are the ones who are mysterious, unpredictable, and difficult to impress. Why? Because when a man doesn't give away his attention too easily, it creates an irresistible psychological pull. A woman's mind starts racing. Why isn't he trying to impress me like other guys? Does he see himself as more valuable than me? I need to figure him out. And just like that, she starts chasing you. This is why men who act too available, too eager, or too accommodating often find themselves ignored. They make it too easy. Women are wired to be drawn to a challenge. If she doesn't have to work for your attention, she won't value it. So, what's the key takeaway? Be the man who is willing to walk away. The moment a woman senses that you are not afraid to lose her, she will start valuing you more. Rejection is an illusion. Why confident men don't fear it. One of the biggest reasons men fail with women is their fear of rejection. They hesitate, overthink, and second-guess themselves because they are terrified of being turned down. But here's the harsh truth. Rejection only affects you if you let it. Men who are highly successful with women understand that rejection is meaningless. It doesn't define them, it doesn't break them, and most importantly, it doesn't affect their confidence. Here's an example. Average guy approaches a woman. She isn't interested. He walks away feeling embarrassed, thinking, I knew I wasn't good enough. Confident man approaches a woman. She isn't interested. He shrugs, thinking, her loss. On to the next. Do you see the difference? The confident man doesn't take rejection personally. He understands that attraction is not a choice. It's an emotional response. Just like you can't force yourself to be attracted to someone you don't find appealing, women can't force themselves to be drawn to every man they meet. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. She might not be in the mood, she might have a boyfriend, or she might just not feel the chemistry. And that's perfectly fine, because a man who truly understands attraction knows that there are millions of other women out there. When you adopt this mindset, rejection stops feeling like failure. It becomes freedom. The freedom to be bold, to take risks, and to never let the fear of rejection hold you back. And ironically, the more indifferent you become to rejection, the less you will experience it. Because confidence is magnetic. Mastering the art of control. Stop placing women above you. Here's another harsh truth. The moment you lose control of yourself around a woman, you lose her attraction. Many men make the mistake of placing too much value on a woman's looks. They see an attractive woman and suddenly lose all sense of self-respect. They act nervous, they agree with everything she says, and they try too hard to make her like them. And guess what? Women notice this instantly. A high-value man, on the other hand, never puts a woman above himself just because she's beautiful. He understands that looks are not enough. He wants to know if she has the qualities that match his standards. Here's how a confident man handles an attractive woman. Instead of complimenting her beauty right away, he challenges her. Instead of giving her all his attention, he makes her earn it. Instead of fearing rejection, he plays with confidence and detachment. And the result? She becomes obsessed with earning his approval, because for once, she's met a man who doesn't immediately worship her, and that is rare. Becoming the man. Women can't resist attraction isn't about looks, money, or even charm. It's about who you are at your core. A man who knows his value, a man who isn't afraid to walk away, a man who doesn't seek approval, a man who sets the standards and lets women come to him. And once you internalize this mindset, everything changes. Women will start noticing you. They will become intrigued by you. And most importantly, they will desire you, not because you're chasing them, but because you've finally become the kind of man who is worth chasing. The power of high standards. Why women chase men who refuse to settle. One of the biggest mindset shifts you must make is this. A high-value man doesn't settle for just any woman. He chooses who gets to be in his life. Most men, however, do the complete opposite. They take whatever attention they can get, lowering their standards just to avoid being alone. And guess what happens when a woman senses that a man has no real standards? She loses attraction instantly. A woman doesn't want to feel like you're with her simply because she's available. She wants to feel chosen, but only because she has genuinely earned your attention. This is why the most attractive men hold themselves to a higher standard. A high-value man doesn't chase every woman just because she's beautiful, has options and knows his worth, doesn't tolerate disrespect or drama, prioritizes his purpose over any relationship. When a woman realizes that you have standards, that you won't just accept any woman into your life, she will start chasing you. Because now, in her mind, you are the prize. Stop being nice and start being real. The truth about attraction. Most men have been conditioned to believe that the key to winning a woman's heart is being nice. They think, if I treat her well, give her everything she wants and never upset her, she'll like me. But here's the harsh truth. Being nice doesn't make a woman attracted to you. Why? Because women are not attracted to passive, agreeable, predictable men. They are attracted to men who are real, assertive, and unapologetically themselves. A man who isn't afraid to speak his mind. A man who has his own opinions and sticks to them. A man who doesn't bend over backward just to make a woman happy. When you stop trying to be nice and start being authentic, everything changes. And no, this doesn't mean being rude, arrogant, or disrespectful. It means standing firm in who you are and what you want, without fear of rejection. Because ironically, the moment you stop fearing rejection is when women start becoming obsessed with you. The push-pull technique, how to make her emotionally invested in you. One of the most powerful ways to spark deep attraction in a woman is by using a concept called push-pull. Push-pull is a simple but highly effective psychological strategy. Here's how it works. 1. Push. Show interest in her, but not too much. 2. Pull. Take that interest away suddenly, making her wonder what changed. For example, instead of just saying, "You're beautiful," say, "You're beautiful, but I bet you get away with too much because of it." Or instead of texting her all the time, sometimes disappear for a while, then come back with an unexpected message. This keeps her guessing. It creates a sense of unpredictability, which triggers emotional investment. Women get bored with men who are too easy, too available, or too predictable. But when you create a dynamic where she never quite knows where she stands with you, that's when she becomes addicted to you. The most important skill, controlling your emotions around women. If there's one skill that separates average men from truly attractive men, it's this: the ability to stay in control of your emotions, no matter what happens. Most men fail with women not because they lack looks, money, or charm, but because they let their emotions control them. They get overly excited when a woman shows interest. They get too attached too quickly. They panic if she starts pulling away. And that's exactly why women lose attraction. A high-value man, on the other hand, remains calm, unshaken, and composed at all times. Even if a woman tests him, even if she plays hard to get, even if she suddenly becomes distant, because he understands that he is in control of the situation, not her. The reality of tests, why women challenge men, and how to pass every time. Here's something that will change the way you see attraction forever. Women will always test you. Why? Because a woman wants to know if you're truly the confident, high-value man you present yourself to be, or if you're just pretending. A woman's test can be subtle or obvious. She might challenge you with a sarcastic remark. She might cancel plans to see how you react. She might flirt with other guys in front of you. Most men fail these tests miserably. They get defensive, upset, or needy, proving that their confidence was just an act. But a high-value man never takes a woman's tests personally. He remains calm, collected, and in control. If she challenges him, he laughs and plays along. If she pulls away, he doesn't chase. If she flirts with other guys, he doesn't react, because he knows his value. And guess what happens? She respects him more, because she now sees that he is truly the confident, unshakable man she has been searching for. The final shift. Embracing the abundance mindset. The last and most powerful shift you must make is this: stop seeing women as scarce. Start seeing them as abundant. Most men operate from a scarcity mindset. They believe, if I lose this girl, I'll never find someone else like her. Attractive women are rare, and I need to hold on to this one. If she rejects me, it means I'm not good enough. But here's the truth. There are millions of beautiful, intelligent, and amazing women in the world. And the moment you realize that, you will never feel desperate for any one woman ever again. Women can sense when a man operates from abundance. A man who is confident, self-assured, and knows that he has options is magnetic. Why? Because he is not afraid to walk away. And the moment you become the man who is willing to walk away, women will never want to let you go. Your transformation starts now. If you've made it this far, you now understand the truth about attraction. It's not about looks. It's not about money. It's not about being overly nice or trying too hard. It's about who you are. A man who knows his worth. A man who doesn't chase, he attracts. A man who is in control of his emotions and never seeks approval. A man who understands that women are abundant and he has the power to choose. The moment you embrace this mindset, everything in your life will change. Women will start noticing you differently. They will feel drawn to you without even knowing why. And most importantly, you will never feel powerless in attraction again. Mastering the game of attraction, the final transformation. At this point, you've uncovered the deepest secrets of attraction. You now understand that it's not about pickup lines, looks, or money. It's about who you are at your core. But before we close, there's one final lesson you must internalize. Attraction isn't something you do, it's something you become. Most men approach attraction as a strategy, something external, like a game to be played. But the truth is, attraction is a byproduct of who you are as a man. You don't need tricks. You don't need manipulation. You don't need to force anything. When you become the man that women naturally desire, attraction happens effortlessly. And the way to do that? By embodying the mindset, confidence, and standards of a high-value man every single day. This isn't about faking it. It's about stepping into your true power and realizing that the life you want is already within your reach. How to make any woman feel deep desire for you. The final key to attraction isn't about how you make a woman think, it's about how you make her feel. Women are emotional creatures. They don't fall for logic, they fall for how a man makes them feel in the moment. Here's what most men get wrong. They try to convince a woman to like them. They try to prove their worth. They try to win her over with logic. But a high-value man does something completely different. He creates emotions in her. He builds tension by being unpredictable. He challenges her instead of just pleasing her. And as a result, she feels something powerful when she's around him. Here's an example. Weak man. You're so beautiful, I would do anything for you. High-value man. You're cute, but I have a feeling you're trouble. Should I be worried about you? The first man is seeking approval, and she immediately loses interest. The second man is playfully challenging her, and now she's intrigued. Why? Because he's not acting like every other guy. Why women fall for men who are a mystery. One of the most powerful attraction triggers in a woman's mind is curiosity. Women are naturally drawn to mystery. Think about it. If you can predict everything about a person from the moment you meet them, how interesting do they become? Not very. But if there's something unpredictable about them, something you can't quite figure out, your mind keeps returning to them. That's exactly how attraction works. The moment a woman knows exactly where she stands with you, she loses interest. But if she feels like there's more to you, that she hasn't fully figured you out yet, she becomes hooked. Here's how to create mystery in attraction. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. Let her be curious. Give her attention, then pull it away. Keep her guessing. Be unpredictable in your responses. Keep things fresh. When a woman feels like there's more to discover about you, she becomes emotionally invested. And that's when she truly starts chasing you. The power of detachment. Why the strongest men walk away. There's one trait that separates weak men from strong men, and that is the ability to walk away without hesitation. The man who is willing to walk away is the man who holds the most power. Most men become emotionally dependent on a woman's response. They fear losing her. They adjust their behavior just to keep her interested. They cling to the idea of a perfect relationship, and in doing so, they give away all their power. But a high-value man operates from abundance, not scarcity. He knows that if a woman isn't treating him the way he wants, he has the strength to walk away because he knows his worth. And paradoxically, when a woman senses that a man isn't afraid to lose her, she becomes more drawn to him than ever before. Why? Because now, in her mind, he's a challenge. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me like other guys? Does he have other women in his life? I need to prove myself to him. And just like that, the dynamic shifts. Instead of you trying to win her over, she now starts working to keep your attention, becoming the ultimate high-value man, your new identity. By now, you understand that attraction isn't about tactics, it's about identity. So ask yourself, are you the man who chases or the man who attracts? Are you the man who seeks validation or the man who gives it? Are you the man who settles or the man who chooses? The moment you decide to embody the mindset of a high-value man, everything in your life changes. Women start noticing you differently. They start chasing you instead of the other way around. You start living life on your terms with confidence and power. Because attraction isn't about getting lucky, it's about becoming the man that naturally draws women in. And now, you have the blueprint to do exactly that. The final truth: you are the prize. Let's summarize everything in one simple sentence. When you truly believe that you are the prize, women will start believing it too. It's that simple. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, when you stop chasing and start attracting, when you realize that your value comes from within, women feel it, they sense it, and they respond to it. So moving forward, you now have two choices. Continue doing what most men do, chasing, seeking approval, and hoping for scraps of attention. Or step into your power, embody the identity of a high-value man, and let women come to you. The choice is yours. But if you choose the second path, I promise you, your life will never be the same again. Your next steps: you now have all the knowledge you need. But knowledge alone is nothing without action. So here's what you must do next. Start practicing detachment. Don't seek approval. Own your worth. Challenge women instead of trying to impress them. Keep them intrigued. Hold yourself to a higher standard. You choose, you don't settle. Be willing to walk away at any moment. That's where real power lies. And most importantly, become the man you were meant to be. Because once you do, attraction will never be a struggle again.